Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Mary and you have reached Spirit Knows Tarot. Today I want to take a look at the midterms. I want to know, are things looking better as far as the Democrats go? Will they hold on to their seats, at least hold on to their seats? Maybe we could find something out about the votes. Will there be a big turnout, yes or no, for the Democrats? In a sense, I'm trying to see if Biden's ratings are going to go up. Now, if his ratings go up, of course we know that things are going to look better for the Democrats. So let's just see what we can find out about that. Okay? Today I'm using the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And thank you so much for those of you who have returned. I really appreciate it. And, okay, let's get started. All right, Spirit, will the Democratic Party, the Congress, the House, will they maintain their seats? Okay, first card I have is the Four of Wands. Okay, I'm just gonna pull a few before I go on with the reading. So let's see. Yep. Okay, and I have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, I think there was just shuffling was just a little off there, so let's try that again. All right. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about what's going on with the Democrats come November? Okay, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups there. Okay. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Okay, put three more cards out here. So what's going on with the Democrats come November, Spirit? What is going on with the Democrats come November? How are they looking? How is the party looking coming November? Okay, that's trying to jump out. Two of Cups. Democratic Party come November. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, the first card that jumped out was the Four of Wands, which is telling me that they seem, the fours are all about the boundaries and stability and that kind of thing. And as a matter of fact, I have three fours that jumped out here. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Cups. So, but it can also mean, what it can also mean is that, they're about boundaries and that kind of thing, and it's about, how far are they really going to be able to go. Now, in this case, with this Four of Wands, and wands are about action, so it looks like they may be a little bit entrapped in a sense, or bound in a sense. It's like this with this particular card. It looks like they're going to have a problem moving, because they're kind of there's those Four Wands around them, and someone is being very still. And when you think about being still with Wands cards, that's kind of unusual, because Wands are all about the action. Wands are all about creativity and that kind of thing. But in this particular case, the Wands have this person kind of encased, like, inside of a fencing or whatever. But this and there's talk going on about them, about what are they going to do? How are they going to make it? As you can see, people are whispering about them. So I think that in this particular case, we really, and it may be a little bit too early right now to know, but from right now, the way it looks like, the energy around it now is that they are kind of encased in a sense, and they can't really move right now. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are all about the material things, including money, of course. We know that that's one of the major things, but it's also about security and planning and focus. And I think they are focused on maybe getting some bills passed, some of the things that they ran for, and in the beginning when they got in office, Biden got in office, I think they are really trying to focus on, what can we do? What can we do to bring these numbers up? They are planning. They may try to, maybe, I don't know, put some new laws on the book. First thing that comes to mind for me is, that just popped in my mind, is like maybe the college fund, helping the students out with their college payments and that kind of thing. So yeah, I can see them really working on maybe doing some things that they, keeping some of their promises fulfilled and that kind of thing. They're really focusing on that, because they are feeling a little bit bound up right now. And here we have the King of Cups. Normally for me, the King of Cups is Biden. But in this Edgar Allan Poe deck here, it's like there's a lot of men. They're all around. They're strategizing with him. And I think it looks like he's kind of waiting to see what everyone else is coming up with, is going to come up with. Like, he's just sitting there, and for the most part, there is some action going on. Maybe there are some things being done, but it doesn't look like a lot. Now, the King of Cups, normally he's one of those people that, he's an emotional king. He takes care of things, but I can see, like, right next to him here is someone in a coffin. Now, this would be the king here, and then all of the men around him. There's someone in a coffin, and it's like some of the people aren't as serious as they should be about getting some things done, although he's waiting on them to help make some decisions. It's like, if you give me the right proposal, and, I'll use my wand here to make things happen, but I need to have the right proposal. But everybody has to be on board. Some of them are not. Some of them are like, I'm just going to sit here. Some of them are like, it's just a game. Let's just, they're not really. And that could be the Republican Party, that's just, kind of playing with him and not working with him. Yeah, for the most part, they're just, people are playing games and and sitting around having a good time. There's some people that are just there and that are not making any moves at all. So yeah, I see that, you know, he's waiting for someone, in a sense, to do something or say something or give him some kind of idea of what's next to do to help things get better for the midterms. Okay, so next I have up here the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there is someone that in this particular case, the body is there on the ground, but someone has taken the head. So, you know, normally this card would be someone feeling left out in the cold. So I'm thinking in this particular case, someone is running away with the ideas and that kind of thing, but they're kind of leaving the whole body of the group behind. So whatever the idea, the intellectual ideas that people are coming up with, it's like the head is being kind of choked off. It's like, no, you can't do that. So the whole body is just being left behind. And then we have the body as a group, when I say that, I'm talking about the body as a Democratic Party. There may be some intellectual ideas coming up, but it's going to be hard for him to get anything done when it comes to that. And I think that has a lot to do with this. These people that are around him that have to say yay or nay, that are not really interested. They're not really concerned. They don't care if he gets anything done or not. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this particular Nine of Pentacles here, we're looking at the seas. We're looking at a boat. I think that you know, we know that a lot of things are going on overseas with the war between Ukraine and Russia, that kind of thing. So, in this case, this particular person has their back turned to the ship that looks like it's coming this way. Nines are all about instability. So we know that there's a lot of instability going on between, you know, with the war, that kind of thing. And it's like we have to pay attention to what's going on in the foreground of this war, because, you know, it's like, yeah, it's far away. It is the war isn't near us, it's overseas, but it is affecting us. And how is it going to continue to affect us here in the United States? It's going to give us an idea of how it's going to affect the midterms also. So we'll have to watch that to see how he does with that kind of thing. Okay, the next card that we have is Justice. Now, I think that in this particular case, you know, justice, when you see the Justice card comes up, it's all about balance, legal affairs, you know, making some kind of decision, being objective and that kind of thing. And I think people are looking and waiting to see if he's going to right any injustices that, you know, maybe even civil things that are going on within our country and that kind of thing. So I think people are looking at that as far as the justice goes. And also, of course, one of the major things that people are concerned about is justice concerning 45. Our last president, what are we going to do? Is anything going to be done that's going to hold him accountable. This is going to make a difference too as far as what's going to happen concerning the Democrats. So people are waiting on him to do something as far as that goes. You know, and of course we all know that it's not only just up to him. It's like the DOJ has to make a move, and it's like in this case right now, you know, people are being, you know, asking them to do something, but it's like they're just sitting there. That's the way it feels to the people. Now, whether or not that is true or not, we don't know. But the light is sun here is being shown on the Justice Department, and they're trying to see what's going to happen there. So that's another part of it. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Normally it's about partnerships, relationships, balance. But it's like these two, they want to be in a relationship, but it's like they have these masks on. They have these masks on, and they can see, but it's like, who do you trust? And I think that's a part of it. I'm getting a feeling that this is between the people, the voters and the Democratic Party. Are they willing to trust after giving the vote, giving the Biden the votes in the beginning? He hasn't really fulfilled any of that, much of what he said going in. So I think they're kind of a little divided about that, and they're unsure about whether or not they want to trust that partnership that they made with Biden. I think that, and that was Biden and Kamala. But the people are like, they're watching. So I think there's a little bit of distrust there when it comes to the two, when it comes to Kamala Harris and Biden. And the people there's a lot of division going on there with that. So they're watching this. But it's like Kamala and Biden has only shown some of the people, a mask. And I get this is mistrust for the people. Okay, and here we have the Four of Pentacles. And like I said, fours are all about boundaries and that kind of thing. In this particular case, it's like there's not much movement going on there. Okay, we see these two men standing there, one looking one way, the other looking another way. And then we have this statue here, or this bust that kind of has his eyes closed, like, okay, we're not going to do anything. We're just gonna be stagnant here. We're just gonna be stubborn here. We can't make any decisions because I want to do it this way, and someone else is saying, well, I want to do it the other way. And then so you're kind of at a stalemate here. Someone is just kind of trying to hold on to their ideals, which comes back to this King of Cups here. Even if he is trying to make some headway, I think that he's going to have to get in there and really be more forceful if possible, because these people right here are not thinking about him. And if he's the kind of person, he's waiting for them to tell him what he needs to do, in a sense. He's like delegating or whatever, and nobody's stepping up. there's going to be a stalemate there. And then, next card up we have is the Four of Cups. Now, cups are all about emotion. Someone is really kind of in their head, in a sense of, you know, they're thinking about the emotions of the whole thing, the trauma of the whole thing, because and they're disappointed with the way things are going. You can see here that there wants to be movement with this, you know, the red fiery rug going on here. There needs to be movement, but nothing is happening because someone is sitting there not paying attention to what's going on, what's left here. So, you know, also I see this as maybe someone may be getting ill because, yeah, I see as someone may be getting ill here also, that is so stressed about it they can't see which way to go with this because they're not really paying attention to what needs to be done. Okay, but let me just do just an overall look here. So far it looks like maybe, and we're talking about the Democratic Party, right now they're feeling a little bit left out in the cold. They're kind of at a stalemate because people are being stubborn about what needs to be done. Biden doesn't really have, it's like his power. He's the president, but where is the power when it comes to the people? We're not talking about overseas and that kind of thing, what's going on there. We're talking about, in this particular case right here in the United States, and it's like he's sitting there, he's waiting for someone to give him some direction as far as what to do to get the people to vote. And it's like nobody wants to make a move to do what is necessary because they know what the people ask for. They know what the people ask for. And there's going to be those people that are going to keep him from doing it. Or you know, maybe it's something that he's strategizing about his own self, and he's not sure if he should make that move or not. Of course, we're talking about justice again. We're talking about what's going to happen as far as 45 goes in the Department of Justice. What are they going to do about this? This is another thing that he needs to be, that people are watching. The voters are watching as far as what's going to happen when it comes time for the vote. Yeah, so I'm getting that right now. And it looks like, you know, I'm going to say right now because we still have some time for things to turn around. But it looks like people are just going to be, you know, pretty much stubborn with this. You know, I keep going back to this Four of Pentacles. People are going to be trying to hold on to what they already have. It's got to be some movement. It's got to be some kind of movement in order for the voters to say, okay, we're going to get out. We're going to really work with the Democratic Party again. We're going to try to keep our party, the seats. We're going to try to keep the seats in the House and the Senate that we have already, and maybe try to get more. But there's no movement here so far. People are not seeing movement, and you can see here with this Four of Wands here, which wands, like I said, they are about movement, but in this case they are just kind of, they're bound The party is bound, and people are talking, and they're waiting to see. People are gossiping about this. Let's see, what is he doing? What's happening? We put him in the office. We're looking for something to happen, and nothing's happening. And then the people in the voters, they feel left out in the cold. The Democrats that are in office are feeling like, they're gonna. If we don't do something, they're gonna have our heads. We won't be back. We won't get to gain the seats. We'll probably lose seats. Now, where he has this thing that what he's looking forward to more than anything, as far as getting the votes and that kind of thing, he's looking about what's happening. He's looking at what's happening overseas more so, in which he should be kind of concentrating on justice and what's happening here in the United States. So what it looks like right now, people, is if this doesn't change, the people are still going to be untrusting of the party of who they put in office, of Kamala and Biden. They're still waiting to see what they're going to do. And if things stay the way they are right now, they're going to have a very hard time getting back in office. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because people are looking at this overseas thing, but people are really very disappointed. And the party is disappointed in the people, because they thought that the people would be okay with just getting them in office, but now people are really on them about doing something about the things that are happening here in this country, where we need things done and things and help and that kind of thing. So at the bottom of the deck I have the Three of Pentacles. So to me, this looks like people want to see some people want to see some justice, as far as people in jail and that kind of thing. They want to see something tangible happen. They especially concerning the justice of 45 and that kind of thing. I think that would make a big difference. But tangibles are the thing that people want to see. When I say tangibles, I'm thinking like maybe even, some of the promises that he made. There's probably at least three big things that he's going to have to do in order to get people back on his side and get the voters back out again. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And if you enjoyed this reading, please hit that like, share, and subscribe, please, if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you in the next read. Have a good evening.